Peace building is now, let me put it like a career now. It's something that even though you are helping people to stop conflict, to prevent conflict, it is also some kind of a calling, an occupation that you have to take it serious to impart on people. And so in training, you share the knowledge that you'll be able to acquire through the work you do on the ground, and also to listen to these people who come to this training, because most of them who come to this training are already doing some work and they've come to us to enhance their knowledge. But what has been very relevant and important for us, or for me as a trainer, is to carefully listen to what they have and see how what you also have, how you put it together to be able to achieve the impact that you desire. Because not only West Africans that come to the training, we also have people from Eastern Africa, Southern Africa, and Central Africa. And they bring different perspective of what happens there, and they also learn from the West African context. So for me as a trainer, I sometimes tend to listen more than, share what I have. We have local knowledge. And sometimes the challenge there is how you bring that local knowledge to the front for people to know, because we have an indigenous way of resolving conflict through our customary system, through our family relations, through the chieftaincy system, where when there's a conflict in the local community, is brought to the chief to resolve as much as they can. And we sometimes see a lot of similarities from region to region or from country to country. You realize the Africanness in our way of resolving conflict. So the local knowledge, you see similarities and also other benefits that you can derive to support your own system. And so this is the kind of cross-regional or cross-traditional knowledge that you get from these different people who come to the training. Of course, especially at the level of GPPAC, now the value that it brings is that we are all doing our work at our various countries or even regional level. The added value with regards to GPPAC is bringing all these issues to the global level for the world to hear. You may do it at your own level at the region. Of course, it's just to your region. But the added value with regards to the global partnership for the prevention of armed conflict is the global understanding. Through this global network kind of partnership, it helps expand your reach in accessing other stakeholders, other actors who can hear your work and who can support, especially being your advocacy, doing the advocacy for you, for even funding to support the kind of work you do. Because the emphasis here is, are you being heard? What you are doing on the ground, how many people are hearing you to support that process? So that is very important, because sometimes when there are issues at the national level, the citizens feel that they are not being heard. And I don't want to, for instance, let me use what is happening in France today. Look at the global uproar against that, where 125 people or so are dead. But in West Africa, every day in Nigeria, Boko Haram is killing people, over 200, over 500. You don't see that global attention. You do understand? So probably because of the challenge of our own media or our own political figures are not, making a big deal out of the issue, but people are dying every day. So how do we, through this global partnership, for instance, how are we constantly bringing these issues to bear to tell the world that, listen, and I don't want to assume that the world doesn't know, they know, but how are you able to really raise this issue to the level that indeed the necessary response strategies can be, shared with the rest of us to be able to deal with these issues? I feel that in my own small way, I'm also contributing to not just local peace in my community, but regional and also global peace. And I feel proud about that as a young man, and to also set as an example to others that we can always work or we can support each other in helping prevent violent conflict in our communities, from the community level to the national, to the regional, and even to the global. Because when we gather here, for instance, at the level of a global network, we are heard globally. And I want to go back and tell my people that, listen, this work we are doing is not in vain. You may think that nobody is hearing you, but at the end of the day, what is important is the result that you are bringing to your community, the impact that you are making in your community.